Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to the Pokémon trading card game online. It has been far too long, but it is finally time that we resumed with the opening of booster packs. Now I've got 2 Roaring Skies here, 1 5-card Phantom Forces, 2 5-card Ancient Origins, 1 5-card Ancient Origins is the set that just came out by the way, and 3 X and Y Flash Fires. So let's start with the oldest. I think Flash Fire's the oldest at least. So we're gonna rip open this pack of cards and we're gonna get something delicious. Gimme, gimme, gimme. But Garrett, gimme, gimme never gets. Shut up. Alright, numero uno. Reverse Hollow Meowstic. And a Dragalge. Poison Barrier. Your opponent's poisoned Pokemon can't retreat. 100 HP. Poison Breath for a Water and a Psychic and a Normal. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. It's not really the best card I've ever seen, but it could have its uses. The Reverse Hollow Meowstic. 90 HP and Ear Influence. Move as many damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon as you like to any of your opponent's other Pokemon in any way you like. And Psychic. This attack does 10 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, starting at a base 60. I actually have the theme deck that this comes in, where this is the ace. It is not the best, but it makes for a cool reverse holo. Celio, 90 HP and Rest, heals 60 damage from this Pokemon, and this Pokemon is now asleep, and Ice Ball, for 60 damage, 2 water and a colorless. A Sneasel, for 60 HP, with Scratch and Flash Claw. Your opponent discards a card from his or her hand. And Dusclops. Confuse Ray, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, and Cursed Drop. Put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. I've actually been trying to build a deck around these damage counters to try and make it so that you never have to necessarily fire off an attack, or you can just rack up damage counters. It pairs pretty nicely with old Meowstic here. And then we'll just be looking at the art on the top row as always. He's got a little Stunky, he's got a butt fur face. This adorable little Goomy. His adorable little Caterpie. Oh, look at his horn, he's glowing. This chillin' Pineco, he's got Ram. And a Fletchling. Let's open another. Here we go. Oh, I didn't get to rip the pack open. No, I've made a grievous error. Only one rare this time. Luxray. Ooh, that is some boss card art. 140 HP. Fang Snipe. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. Discard a trainer card you find there. That has the potential to be amazing. And Wild Charge. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself coming off of a base 120. Not bad. With 140 HP, it can actually survive a good number of hits from itself, so that's a pretty cool Luxray card. Our reverse holo is Litleo. It does nothing special. Then we have Love Disc. Heart Wink. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't draw a card at the beginning of his or her next turn. And Spike Draw. Draw a card. You are a spiteful little heartfish, Love Disc. The Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterward. This is one of the most useful supporter cards in the game. You should definitely get one if you don't have one. And Krokorok. Dark Clamp. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. And Double Swing. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 60 damage times the number of heads. I always hate those mechanics. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I wish they would stop printing them. But you know what, Krokorok? You've got cool card art, so you can stick around. And then we've got this adorable little Spheal. And this adorable little Helioptile. And this, oh my god, kill it with fire. Actually, Duskull is kind of cute. Yeah, he's a cutie patootie. A Bergmite? I don't like Bergmite or Avalugg. I forget this Pokemon exists. I really do. And Scraggy. That is some cool card art. Is it going like faster than the wind? Is that what those are? It's going so fast? Alright, one more. Here we go. Ooh, look at that Geodude. Ooh, Fortress. 100 HP, with Thorn Tempest for an ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Huh. This is like the precursor to that Crobat mechanic, where Zubat evolves into Golbat and puts damage counters on, and then Golbat evolves into Crobat and puts damage counters on. But instead of, I think it's 10, 20, 30, this just does 10 to everybody. So I can see why this is not used in every competitive deck. Iron Crash. This attack does 20 more damage for each normal type energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. I mean, it's a cool card art. I like it. I just don't think it's that useful. But hey, definitely a good collector's item. Another reverse Holo Litleo, because we didn't have enough of those. Furfrou. 90 HP, Tight Jaw. For 20 damage, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Sharp Fang for a simple 50 damage. Palpad, shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck. And here's a card I don't have, Sacred Ash. Shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. This could potentially be useful. I don't recall seeing this in any pro decks, but I might not have caught it out of the corner. Not out of the corner. I just might not have seen it listed. But this definitely is cool. It has a lot of potential. And then we have a Spritzy, a Seedot, another Stunky. Oh, 2 Stunkies in the same pack. Spray Fluid. That's disgusting. I love this Geodude art, though. Look at him. He's so cool. Alright. We'll be done with that pack now. Let us now open the 5-card Phantom Forces. Ooh, rip. It made a sound. Does that mean I'm going to get a Pokemon EX? It does not. Venomoth. 90 HP and Dizzying Wind. Whenever your opponent plays a trainer card from his or her hand, during his or her next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that card has no effect. Your opponent still discards that card. If you run... I think Trick Coin works with this, and if you run that, this Venomoth has the potential to be very disruptive. Very disruptive indeed. I've had this used against me in the Trainer Challenge, and it's pretty annoying. Very cool, though. Very cool card art, too. And Noxious Scales. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. So this Venomoth card just focuses on being annoying, and that's okay. Target Whistle, a Team Flare Gear. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile into his or her bench. And you might be wondering, why is that good? Why does that benefit anybody? Well, if your opponent's looking to get out very specific Pokemon onto their bench, then you can actually fill their bench slots and be quite disruptive. This is a pretty cool card. I don't really see it used that often, but it definitely has a niche. And now we have a little Rock and Roller, a little Dedenne, look out, and a little Helioptile. He's so cute. Okay, so now we have the most recent sets here. Let's open up some Roaring Skies. I don't think I've opened up too many of these packs. I think the last time I did, I got a lot of OCX. So, fingers crossed, maybe? Alright, here we go. 2 rares. And... oh, okay, I wasn't expecting this card. Unpheasant. You may play this card from your hand to evolve a Pokemon during your first turn, or the turn you play that Pokemon. 140 HP. Feather Dance. During your next turn, each of this Pokemon's attacks does 80 more damage. Oh, the Sky attack completely ruins it. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. I would be so okay if this attack, if this card could set up 200 damage with 1 attack. I would be really okay with that, but it's not the case, because that coin could really mess you up. Let's focus on Skarmory. Call for Family. Search a deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. And Blow Through. If there is any Stadium card in play, this attack does 30 more damage. This might seem like a pretty weak card, but you could definitely use this in like a more cube format where you're drafting, because this is actually a pretty cheap version of some expensive cards. So it could come out pretty early in the game and harass some unevolved Pokemon. I definitely can get behind it. Next we have a Fearow, 100 HP, Peck and Drill Run, 30 to 70. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Potentially disruptive, not worth 4 energy on Fearow though. Now we have Dragonair. Shed Skin, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, and Slam. Flip 2 coins, this attack does 60 damage times the number of heads. Again, hate that mechanic, but that's fine. Grass and Electric is a pretty interesting type combination, so you keep it on Dragonair. And Electrode, we actually got Voltorb and Electrode in the same pack, which is always fun. 90 HP and Continuous Tumble. Flip a coin until you get Tails. This attack does 20 damage. What did I just say? Energy Bomb! You may move all energy from this Pokemon to your benched Pokemon in any way you like. See, now that's a cool effect. That's pretty gosh darn cool. 70 damage. I don't really see how useful it could be, but it's a cool effect. And then we got the Voltorb that goes along with it. It's got a big explosion. We got a little Pidove. Look how happy it is. It's so cute. These cute little Shuppets. Binacle. And Electric. Or Electric, not Electric. Being Boss. Alright, let's open the second Roaring Skies. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, lots of new cards. Lots of new cards. I'm excited. Okay. Alright, that whole bottom row is completely new, so... Togekiss, 140 HP. And it has Powerful Slap. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage times the number of heads. Okay, well this could potentially, like... If you use Fairy Garden and Aromatisse to just stack up ridiculous amounts of fairy energy onto this thing, it could potentially be worth it. But you are, again, relying on chance. So I wouldn't, but you can. And Aurasphere, for 70, this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. So... not the worst, but not the best. Honestly, you'd be using this for the Powerful Slap, and you'd be trying to get as much energy onto it as possible. It can definitely take some hits, though, with 140 HP, so it's something to consider. A Reverse Holo is Fletchinder, 70 HP, and Big Peck. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon Trainer tool cards attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, this could potentially find some use as a bit of a niche answer to tool-heavy decks. I don't know if tool-heavy decks are a thing, but if they are, watch out for Fletchinder. Speaking of fetching, we have Togetic with Go Fetch. Shuffle 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Pretty good synergy with fairy decks in general. And Fairy Wind for 40 damage. Then we have Gliscor with 90 HP, and Rock Slide. This attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon on top of doing 20 damage in general. So that's actually a very cost-efficient move. You're doing 60 damage, and while it might be spread out, it only costs 1 energy. I can really get behind that. And Slash for a simple 40. Now we have Ninjask with the ability Wing Buzz. Once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, discard the top card from your opponent's deck. This card was... No, I'm thinking of a different card, sorry. I was about to say, wasn't this taken to Worlds? But no, it was not. I'm sorry for lying to you. And then it has After Image Assault. Search your deck for up to 2 Ninjask and put them on... Oh, I see the appeal here. I'm seeing the appeal. You want to gather up as many Ninjask as you can, have them all use Wing Buzz, and then have some means of returning your discarded cards to your deck that your opponent won't have, and you mill them out. Okay, I was about to say, that's gotta have some utility, right? So now we move on to Ancient Origins. Let's get these wimpy 5-card packs out of the way. These are actually my first Ancient Origins boosters. Prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. That is dope. Double type. As long as this Pokemon is in play, it is a Psychic and a Fighting type. I wonder, there must be cards that synergize, that came out with this set that synergize with Psychic and Fighting that make this very viable. I mean, I can definitely remember Furious Fist giving a lot of fighting support, so I could see that working with this. And Superpower for 80 damage. You may do 40 more damage. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. So doing 120 damage, while taking 20 damage yourself, I'd say that's worth it. For 4 energy, maybe not so much, but hey, this Golurk could be pretty cool, especially since it's immune to abilities. I think that could be really useful. Now, Whimsicott. 70 HP, Windy Mischief. Move all damage counters from one of your benched Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh my goodness. With Fairy Garden, this card could be broken as all heck. Seriously. I'm sitting here imagining the possibilities. Because Fairy Garden lets you switch a Pokemon with Fairy-type energy in and out for free. So you could literally just bring your damaged active Pokemon back. Send this out. Use Windy Mischief to put its... oh my god, that's incredible. Rolling Tackle for 30. I'm going to have to brainstorm on this Whimsicott. Ball Toy, 60 HP, Slap and Spinning Attack. Eevee, 60 HP, Tackle and Lunge. Flip a coin if tails this attack does nothing. Always hate those. And Persian. 90 HP and Fake Out. Flip a coin if heads your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Does 30 damage. And Ambush. Flip a coin if heads this attack does 30 more damage. So nothing really too special here. Let's open up the last 5-card pack and we're almost at that glorious 10-card Ancient Origins pack. Ooh, I can smell it. There's another Golurk. And a Gyarados! Yo! This Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon Tool cards attached to it. That's awesome. Full Retaliation. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on each of your benched Magikarp. At most... right, starts at base 30. This has to evolve from a Magikarp. So at most you can have 3 Magikarp on the board. I don't imagine they have much HP. Maybe 30 each. So... I guess this could add up. I don't think that's the most efficient way to get damage across, though. Next up is Thrash. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage, and if tails, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Coming off of base 100... I don't know, I like the card art on this, but I don't think it's the most useful Gyarados. I might be wrong, though. I'll have to see the Magikarp card that goes along with this, because if that Magikarp is bulky, it could work out. Next up is Metang. 90 HP, Metal Claw, and Bullet Punch. Again, with the flip 2 coins, this attack does 20 more damage for each heads. I mean, basically, these kinds of cards are filler cards that they use to sort of bulk out the set. Meowth, 60 HP, and Act Tough. If this Pokemon has any fairy energy attached to it, this attack does 20 more damage. That's actually not the worst. Golurk, 130 HP. Dig Out. For 20 damage, discard the top card of your deck. If that card is a fighting energy card, attach it to this Pokemon. Next up is Double Lariat. Flip 2 coins, this is... what do I keep saying? What do I keep saying about this? Quagsire, please, none of... ah, this looks like a nice, reliable Quagsire card. 90 HP, Wave Splash, and Landslide. This attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. That's good, actually. You could put this into a fighting deck that is in need of an answer to Psychic types. I think that could be pretty good. Alright, now for the big boy. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. Rip. Oh, there's that Quagsire again. Ooh. Dude, really? With this? Okay. I knew it was only a matter of time. Hello, Lugia EX. 170 HP. Arrow Ball. This attack does 20 damage. Nuh-uh. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. That's incredible. Deep Hurricane. If there is any stadium card in play, this attack does 70 more damage than discarded stadium card. This card's amazing! It's like an awesome tech card you can put in your deck as an answer to your opponent's annoying strategies. I love it! I love it, I love it, I love it, and it's full art. Lugia EX, gonna give it kisses. I love it. Alright, now we have a reverse holo Sableye. 70 HP, Bewitching Eyes. Choose a supporter card from your opponent's discard pile and use it as the effect of this attack. Huh. That's kinda cool. Furtive Drop. Put 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. That is pretty cool, Sableye. Alright, I'll give you that. Hex Maniac. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon in play, in each player's hand, and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. This includes cards that came into play on that turn. Huh. I think isn't there a Wobbuffet that has this for an ability? But I guess you don't really want that Wobbuffet taking up, a bench slot if you really need it. So the Hex Maniac? I could see this being a very effective card. And next we have a Lucky Helmet, which I have literally never seen before. Whenever the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, draw 2 cards? Oh my goodness. The applications for this, I can see them. Oh, that seems like a good draw engine. See, now, I could find a use for that Gyarados by attaching this Lucky Helmet to it. And I just want to check out this ball toy, because it's got a power here. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done. Okay, alright, I see. So that's some pretty cool art. And then there's this one, which is less cool. Another Persian. A Relicanth. Swimming in packs, nice. And a cute little Quagsire again. I knew we'd end on a good note. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. We just had to believe. I love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this unboxing, unpacking, opening of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online Boosters. If you want to see more, then leave a like and a nice comment down below and tell me how much fun you had, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.